SASMB is it's not just a CCA that the boys come and attend. The band is actually a passion to them. And if you are here long enough and you're part of this community, you would realize that the boys love their music, they love being here. And something that I've grown to learn, I've grown to realize in being a teacher with the band is that the boys learn this idea of excellence, this value which I don't see in many teenage boys, and I think that really impresses me. It makes me respect them. When I see how they sit still for the longest period of time, just working on a piece of music, and the kind of discipline that they have to make it good. You know, sometimes I just ask, like, how can it be that you could just be working on something for 2 to 3 hours constantly, but they can, and that's because they believe in wanting to make that sound that they produce perfect.
The passing out parade is a tradition in the St. Andrew's School Military Band. It's been going on for years. It's a special occasion once a year when the seniors confer responsibility on their juniors. It is done as a military parade. I do an inspection, I get to take a look at how the boys are presenting themselves, and I get to see up close how nervous they are, manifesting itself in a lot of perspiration on the brow. I am always so charmed and moved by how seriously they take this occasion in the presence of their seniors, in the presence of their family members and the old boys of the SASMB.
I'm the drum major of the band and also play the saxophone. Other than being the drum major of the band, I'm also a section leader and a quartermaster. I help my bandmates to overcome their fears and to face all their problems, and to make sure that everybody in the band have very good bond together so that they will be enjoying their time in the band. And to summarize the experience from band, I would say it was memorable. From the first time I handled a maze till the time I performed during POP, it was something that I will remember for the rest of my life.
You know, the experience for these teenagers being so busy in a supervised group and having their seniors mentor them is something that is really wonderful. For here in St. Andrew's Secondary School, I see the kids come in when they're secondary 1, and when they're secondary 1, they're literally skinny, awkward boys with bad teeth and bad haircuts. The majority of them definitely just mature into young boys or young men who just love music and want to be part of the tradition of this band. You know, St. Andrew's Secondary School Military Band has been a very good band for the past 20 years. By good, I don't just mean gold medals. I also mean that this band is very active. This band regularly performs, whether it's at Potong Pasir's NDP dinner or whether it's at a hospital for a charity event. This band is always performing, this band is always active. And to see the kids go from a 12-year-old awkward boy to a young, confident 16-year-old young man, that is truly the joy of teaching band in Singapore.
My name is Benjamin Yeo. I'm currently the band director of SSMB. I graduated from SAJC in 2004. I think students should join the band and be involved in music because not only you are able to play music, you're also able to pick up a new instrument, especially so for people who are already learning maybe the piano or even the violin. They can actually pick up a wind instrument or percussion instrument, something that they really they do not have an opportunity outside, besides band. So that is important. And also for band itself, we also cultivate self-discipline through our music. We practice a lot, and we really take an effort to really scrutinize each single detail, which I think students should be aware of. Also, this kind of discipline can be rechanneled into the academic side, the importance of perfection and of course excellence. One word to describe my experience here in SSMB would be meaningful. As an alumni, I can come back now to teach as a teacher, as a band director. And also to see the students grow in the family is like seeing my brothers grow and learn, develop musically and in terms of their character. So all this really gives me that sense of satisfaction.
I think my group of teachers and I will stand to tell you guys that we love being here because the boys spur us, they motivate us, they make us feel that everything is worth it because they pour so much heart into it. And when they do, the amount that they give, you feel that you can't help but to give the same. Yeah, because you see them giving into their music, you see them giving into their community, into each other's lives, you see them spending time with each other, bonding, and you just feel that you want to do the extra, you know, because you're just so inspired by them and that spirit that they have. I think that's the band spirit. It's infectious. We kind of caught it and we're all in it.
There are many programs that you can join, and the school signs you up for. So through these programs, you'll meet new people from other schools and even from other countries. So being in band has made my life more sociable and I made new friends.
Life has its seasons, and I think that CCA has a certain kind of rhythm to the year, as does the whole of the secondary school experience. And many parents see a heavy commitment in CCA as a trade-off against time spent on their books, which is, I think, in most cases not true. If we really looked at it, we would see that much of the time that students spend when they're not doing their CCA practice, when they're not studying, is spent on WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and the like. And I think that time is the time that we're trying to capture when we get kids busily involved in a CCA. And my observation is that the boys manage very heavy CCA commitments well, and in fact it is the students that have a high level of commitment in their CCA that tend to do well academically, and that they learn how to be disciplined, and they have that camaraderie in the CCA that spurs all of them, once they put their instruments down, to doing well in their schoolwork.
I'm Stephen Koh.
I'm Lee Chu.
We have 3 sons in St. Andrew band. Their names are Joshua, Gerald, and Johan.
Yeah, in fact, most of the concerts we went for them, you know, and I think it's interesting that we also learn how to appreciate what they have done, and when we can hear that, you know, that kind of harmony, that kind of performance that they could do, is we feel proud about it. So I think very much boils down is self-discipline. They want to join the band, but at the same time, I think we cannot forget that they must balance up, that academic is still important. So I think they have grown through that.
I once asked the seniors, you know, how is it that there's this great sense of leadership that comes from the boys? I mean, they are 13, they are 14. How would they learn how to be a good leader? And it's in being in the band for the last 2 years that I realized that there's this mentoring that takes place. The older batches would come back and work with the younger ones, and they will spend time teaching and guiding the younger ones, and the younger ones always know they can go to the older ones for questions. This is something that's very strong in St. Andrews. We have this idea of alumni coming back to support the current batch of students, but I think more so in the band. Like, you really see it. The seniors are here for all their performances. There's never a performance that the band would perform that you will not see at least a group of alumni back. That's how much they love being here. The alumni comes back to tutor the boys in their instruments. And some of these alumni, they are working, they are in the army, they are studying. And then I asked them, I said, wow, so free to come back today. and they'll say, ma'am, we need to keep that sense of excellence. And they said that tutors, like just getting people to teach, you teach the skill, but when alumni come back, they teach the spirit.
My name is Julius. I've been in the St. Andrews family since the junior school, graduated from the junior college in 2006. I'm working as an assistant private banker and currently serving as the president of the Saints Alumni Band. If I could say something to SASMB on a whole, I would just say a simple thank you, because the experiences I get from the band has actually nurtured me to the mature adult I have become. And it's also taught me the values and the necessary soft skills for me to actually overcome any challenges that I face through work, through my own personal life as well. So yeah, thank you.
The teenage years see probably one of the biggest transformations in a young person's life, and they come in as children, they leave as men. The time they spend in the band has a big part to play in that.
We want to cultivate children who can think. We don't want to just have them listen to our instructions all the time. You know, I could tell them, hey guys, follow this schedule and do this thing. And they would do it because they're obedient, because, you know, they will just do what the teacher tells them to do. But I think what is more important and what I have seen them grow in is that ability to make decisions on their own and be able to rationalize why they want to do what they are doing. And when they present it to us, more often than not, because of how persuasive they are and how sure they are, because they thought about it, they discussed it before they came to us. So by the time they come to us, they know why. They are very, very sure, and they win us over. It makes sense, and we agree their decision eventually, and we support them. We support their leadership.
You know, it's really sweet in some ways. That's definitely not the word the boys would want to hear. But to see them come in set 1, and then in set 2, we start looking at who can be more of a leader. And then by set 3, they take on those leadership roles. And then by set 4, they're going out. And I just think about, every year, I think about the council members and how they've grown since the time they were in set 1. And they didn't really know anything about anything yet. And then all of a sudden now they are the leaders. And it's always nice to kind of take a step back and watch them scold the young set 1s and think, that was you a couple years ago, wasn't it? So especially I find for the boys that take up on the leadership positions, you really get to see them grow and develop in front of your eyes. Sometimes it's almost scary, where it's like, you know, they really have to take on their leadership, and they just kind of run with it. And I know in band we allow the council a lot of autonomy as long as we know what they're doing. We kind of let them be the leaders, and we'll take a step back and make sure that they're doing it the right way, but the ball's in their court. And they do become better leaders for it, in my experience, I find. You know, for instance, just this year we did a concert at the Mandarin Gallery, we did Raffles Hotel. These are landmarks in Singapore that they're gonna walk by so many times in their adult lives later and remember, yeah, I played on that Orchard Road Mall, or I played in that hotel, or, you know, we played at the Botanic Gardens. And I find the boys, it's a nice memory for them to remember. So I think they'll come out of it long term with a lot of good memories.
The boys will keep telling you about something called the St. Andrews sound. When I heard them for the first time, I realized that it's not just the music, it's the heart. I mean, you get goosebumps listening to them because you just feel this great passion and love that they have when they're playing their music. They really are offering you their heart, and that's really very awesome.
The most enjoyable part is when we perform together, I feel that sense of togetherness and that bond as one. And it really makes me feel at home. And I think that these friendships are precious, as I can treasure them for life.
The St. Andrews School Military Band is an institution that is highly regarded in our community here at St. Andrews, and I think actually across the whole island. The boys are respected for being very disciplined, very, very concerned about the excellence of their music. And I think anybody who's ever experienced a performance by the SASMB comes away with just this feeling of, wow, no person can come away from one of their performances with anything but a sense of sort of being put in your place. I mean, when I sit in the audience at an SASMB performance, I always feel that I could not do what they are doing. That is something that is truly remarkable. I mean, we're talking about quite young men. They're 13 to 17, and they're doing things that many adults, if we're truly honest with ourselves, we don't have it in ourselves to be that focused, to be that committed, and to be that passionate. And I've learned a lot from the SASMB community.
While you could be a leader in many different kind of CCAs and just get a position, but our leaders are not leaders by position, they are leaders by influence. They really have an impact in what they say and what they do in the lives of the younger ones, in the lives of the teachers, and yeah, I think that's a different kind of leadership.
Being in this band is not just about playing, okay? It's all about memories, about what y'all did last time, what y'all go through together as a batch, as a band. Y'all enjoy yourself today? Yes, sir! Yeah, I'm glad y'all did. Because I think to me, what's the most important, right, is not about getting your pieces perfect, but it's about enjoying the process. So I'm glad y'all did. And also, I hope the Sec 2s and 3s, y'all work hard for your POP and next year's SYF. And I hope y'all bring up your juniors well. I cannot be more proud to call myself an SASMB member. Okay, you guys, throughout our entire time in SASMB, okay, you guys have been fantastic. Okay, although you're sometimes very mischievous, okay, but I'm glad to say that today, okay, every one of you have improved tremendously. Okay, and that is what keeps the band going. Okay, that we keep improving.
Thank you very much for the effort that you put in today. You did a very, very good job, and I think we set a good legacy. The Sec 4 batch have brought you all to a different level in music, and we will only get better, as what Oliver Sir said. So thank you for the effort. I'm very, very proud of you. You guys tired, but still move things and move fast. I think this is the spirit that we speak of in the band, and it's a privilege to be a part of this family. We want to thank the Sec 4 Council as well as the Sec 4 batch for the effort that they put in. And they are still your sirs, they are still your seniors. When you see them around in school, you will still show the same amount of respect, and they will also still model the good values that they have been modeling all this while. Okay, they will still continue to be part of our family, and hopefully in 2 years' time when we perform again, they will be able to join us, all right? I'm going to lock the bedroom. Can you please dismiss them?
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Squad, so, right, turn, check!